Yo, 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 yo. Come on, waiting for it to properly show that we're live. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Final game of the UFL regular season. It's a tank bowl. I would have had tanks on the thumbnail, but I couldn't necessarily find the greatest of images. But we here none the less. How's everyone doing? Nothing beats ending off what's been a really good season with a good old fashioned tank bowl. Winner of this one gets the first, is considered like the first overall pick team. So every single round, they have the number one overall pick, which is weird and fun, but it makes this game entertaining at the very least. Because otherwise, man, two 1-8 teams going at it, I expect damn near no one in the stands. I don't expect the ratings to be that great for this game, but nonetheless, it is a tank bowl. In the opposite way of how the NFL does tank bowls. A few minutes away from kickoff, we're also about an hour from puck drop in Game 6 of Edmonton, Dallas. There will be updates for that one as well throughout this live stream because I'm going to be having it on my TV, which is directly to the right of me. Game's kind of right, it's like this way. So yeah, just look, because that game is very important as a Panther fan. Gotta see who the Panthers are gonna be playing in the Cup Finals. Yeah, that's great. Man, I don't think again, Tank Bowl. Very few things properly beat it. Coming up very closely on kickoff. If I had to see again, Reed Sinet's still the starter for Houston. I wouldn't be shocked if it's a 2 QB system. Case Cookus is the emergency third string. So it's Josh Love getting the start with Troy Williams backing him up. Oh, Memphis is tanking the tank bowl. Okay. I'm not sure who needs this more either. I don't think that necessarily matters. Because the team who needs this more, therefore, in theory, lose the game. And therefore not have the number one overall pick. So in that aspect, the loser is truly going to be the loser. It's not the case in the NFL where the loser of the tank bowl is the winner. No. Yeah, I mean, I still think if Kirk Merritt didn't get injured, Houston would be having a better season. They wouldn't have been great by any means, but I definitely think they maybe win one of the past couple games. So I would say Memphis needs to pick more. Do I think they'll win? No, I have Houston winning today. It should be interesting nonetheless. Yeah, we're in for a long one. I definitely think Memphis would definitely benefit the greatest. But at the end of the day, with Arlington winning, this is legit just the winners pick one, the losers pick two. So I don't think it's gonna matter that much. It's just a fun way to bring attention and hype to this game. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I didn't realize that Case Cookus wasn't getting a start. Yes, every single round. It is for the first overall pick in every single round. So like the winner is going to be considered the worst team in the league, which makes no sense. But I love it. The UFL is a lot of this kind of shit, and it's great. Yeah, Josh Love getting the start today. That's gonna be interesting. I mean maybe he'll do better, but again, Memphis is just one of those teams where there's not really like a proper anything to it. Who's getting the ball first? I assume Memphis would want ball first, but at the same time, it's Memphis. Who the fuck knows what their shtick is? 84 degrees in Memphis. As again, we got ourselves a tank bowl. Okay, yeah. Memphis is getting the ball first. That makes sense. We get to see the Showboats off. We get to see the Showboats offense on the field first, which we haven't actually seen them being able to properly showboat since the week one, which was against Houston. So who knows how this game's gonna go? And actually, a decently sized crowd considering the matchup today. It's not going to be a lot by any means, but it's not empty. Maybe like 4,000 people. That's probably being too low. Probably close to like the 5, 6 range. But oh god, they got Joe Klatt on this call. I feel bad for him. Alright, kick is underway. It's going to be returned beginning from the 22. And Tank Bowl begin. The first drive of the Tank Bowl will start from about the 37-yard line as Josh Love is taking the field. This is really kind of a desperation start, I guess, because I don't know. Like he played okay last year with Michigan, but now he's on Memphis, so we'll see. Love in shotgun, back to his left, now shifting the back to his right. First play of the game is play action, looking to throw, rolling out right. Has time, throwing to a wide open receiver and is caught. Past the 50 down to about the plus 46 is Jonathan Adams. So a really solid first play of the game for Memphis. The players to watch, they're showcasing Dawood Davis and Darius Victor. I wouldn't say Darius Victor that much. He's a great running back, but I mean, again, Memphis' offense doesn't have a lot of players to highlight. So, Love in shotgun, back to his left, going to keep it himself, play action. Now actually gonna properly keep it himself, and slides down after a loss of about half a yard. All right, that's not how you follow up your actual first play, but it's Memphis for you. They do a lot of confusing things. All right, they're saying no. They're saying no gain on the play, probably because of just rounding in. Love and shotgun, back to his right, gonna hand it off this time to Darius Victor, and he's going to gain about 5 yards, but there is a flag. A decent play is ran, and it's most likely going to be called back, I would imagine. No, it's a face mask. Okay. So that's going to be 15 yards and the first down for Memphis. They get saved on the drive there because it was not looking great at this point. Where was the face mask? All right. Love in shotgun, back to his right, going to keeping himself, play action, passing the flat to the right side is caught, cut back inside and brought down at about the 21-yard line. That was J.J. Wilson on the reception, sets up a second and about 5. Just under 13 minutes to go in the first now. Ball in the 22. Love and shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Dropping back, looking to throw. Pass over the middle is going to be caught by Dawood Davis for the first down, trying to fight for more yards. But it was Jonathan Adams caught inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line, and Memphis is moving a bit. Wait, their play caller is Doug Martin? How am I just realizing this? I don't think it's the same Doug Martin I'm thinking of, but actually I doubt it's the same Doug Martin. But I'm going to need to look that up in between drives. Love, back to pass. Love and shotgun, going to hand this one off up the middle to Darius Victor. Gets to about the 10-yard line for a gain of 3. I'm going to try to quickly look this up. Yeah, I don't think it's the same, which scared me there for a second. Yeah, no, it's not. Okay. Love alone in shotgun. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Looking back to pass. Gonna try to tuck in a run now up the middle, stepping up, trying to find some kind of lane. There's a flag down on the play. Throwing it back at the end zone, out of bounds, just a throwaway. Ends up being a flag on the play, and he had Darius Victor in the flat to the left, but he just didn't see it. Then tried to just tuck in a run and scrambled all over the place, and that led to a holding call on Memphis. 10-yard penalty, sets up a 2nd and 15, I believe. No, 2nd and 17. Okay. 11 minutes left in the quarter. Love alone in shotgun. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Ball on the 20. Looking to throw. He's going to fumble. Hit from behind, and a lineman comes up with it and runs for about 3-ish yards. Runs for about 4 yards. Josh Love gets drilled from behind. Ball comes loose, and luckily, I think the center came up with it. Yeah, just unblocked from the left side, and I have no idea how the center came up with that one. But he, oh, because it bounced into his lap. That's great. So I assume it's gonna be third. It's a gain of three, 3rd and 14. Love looking to throw. Quick pass over the middle. It is caught by Vinny Papale, but it's not enough. Brought down near the 10-yard line. You see, Ball Flash. Tanking in this is winning this game. And now comes the field goal unit. Memphis looking to score on their first drive of the game. Matt Coughlin, who has been really good this season, 14 for 15 on for what should be a chip shot. 29-yard try from the right hash. Kick is up and good. A weird looking kick, but it goes through nonetheless. That's a successful first drive for Memphis, to say the least. So Nolan Henderson is warming up alongside Reed Sinnett, because I believe Houston's going 2 QB system as we head to commercial break with 9.5 left in the first. Yeah, so if this was the case where I think if Arlington would have lost, then it would have been between first and third. I'm not sure if the second overall pick does either. I would imagine it does. But either way, like, both teams want to win this game to make sure they have the first pick. Yeah, I know the UFL draft is different, definitely. So I do think like this game is so important for sure. I'm curious how they would have handled it if let's say Houston was a better let's say one of these teams were a better record. I wonder how they would have handled this then. I wonder if this is a rule they kind of just made up on the spot because both teams are 1-8, in order to try to get some eyes on the game, or if this is like an actual thing. Yeah, we're at commercial break after Memphis's first drive. Yeah, it's definitely first in every round, but I wouldn't be shocked if it is also second in every round. Goes to the loser then, because I mean, like, what, you're gonna have a 1-9 team select fifth? No. Here comes the kickoff. The return is going to begin from about the 15, 10. And trying to work that right side, get to the edge, and can get pushed out of bounds at about the 35. Might say like 37. And yeah, Nolan Henderson is seeing the field first. So the official depth chart has Reed Sinnett listed as the starter, but it seems like it's actually going to be Nolan Henderson. He's in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the left, ball on the 36, and handing this one off, trying to get something going with Mark Thompson, and they're saying he gained 2 yards on that play. I do not know about that. But hey, they say you got two on the play. That's what. No, yeah, it said he got two. Okay, so 2nd and 8. Henderson and shotgun back to his right. Going to keep it. No, going to hand this one off right again and bouncing out to the outside after finding nowhere to run up the middle. Trying to hurdle a defender, and he gets to the 40-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. A botched play, and there is a flag on it. It is offsides on Memphis is the penalty. So it at least makes it so that really fucked up play does not truly matter. So 2nd and 3 for Houston. Henderson going to try to swing pass to the left side. It is caught. And that's Justin Hall getting the first down and a gain of about 5 to the 48-yard line. Little bubble screen to the left. It works pretty well. And yeah, just really solid. I mean, it's a bubble screen. It's kind of hard to mess it up unless the blocking by the receivers doesn't go well. That play, the blocking was pretty good. So he gains 5. 1st and 10 now. Henderson looking to throw once again, trying a more traditional screen this time, and plenty of space to run. Push out of bounds near the plus 32. And is that who I think it is? It is Kirk Merritt. He is back. I have no idea how I missed this, but yeah, Kirk Merritt is back in the lineup. His first play of the game is more of a traditional halfback screen, and a it goes for a large chunk of yards. That's what Houston's been missing. It's got explosiveness. Man, it is good to see Kirk Merritt back. Henderson in shotgun. We see a back to each side, going to look to throw. Pass over the middle. It is caught on the glance route to Justin Hall, making people miss, bouncing off defenders. Finally brought down at the 15-yard line. Another nice chunk of yards for Houston on that play, and their offense is looking good. It was definitely an RPO style with the option to do a halfback screen or hit the slant route, and Memphis left that entire middle of the field open, so the slant was the obvious choice. Like a massive window to hit that ball. Henderson is shotgun back to his right. Going to hand this one off up the middle and gain about a yard to the 15-yard line. So again, a pretty solid offense going here. 6:15 left in the quarter, and Houston's being able to move the ball really effectively. Granted, they are 50% from the red zone this season for red zone touchdowns. Henderson is shotgun back to his right, going to look to throw. Throwing wide open left side, Justin Hall caught, touchdown Houston. They take the lead in this one. And that was a simple, well, I assume that was a slant wheel combo here, kind of set up a little bit of a screen, I would imagine. Or it was a fake receiver screen. No, yeah, it was a screen wheel. Yeah, ran really well. And Memphis is not happy. I think they're gonna be looking for offensive pass interference. Is Memphis going to challenge it? I'd imagine they are, because their head coach did not look happy about the situation. It's that good old slant wheel combo with the idea being the slant sets a screen for the wheel route, and it worked well there. So yeah, they're definitely looking at this, and I think it's just gonna stand. I mean, yeah, there was contact, but I don't think it was necessarily egregious. And yeah, Memphis is using their challenge on the first drive of the game, or first defensive drive of the game. So a really early challenge. And they win and they win the challenge. Offensive pass interference is the call. So the touchdown gets brought back, and with about 6 minutes to go in the first, Houston needs to try to score again. Okay, that was a pretty good challenge there. So now 2nd and 19 for Houston. Backed up to the 25-yard line. Henderson in shotgun, alone in shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Going to look to throw. Memphis sending pressure, hit while throwing, and going to be incomplete. The hit makes the throw come out short, and that sets up a 3rd and 19. Beautifully dialed up corner blitz. A little delay onto it to allow a window for the corner to get through. He was there untouched on Nolan Henderson. Yeah, Houston did not see that come in one bit. And Henderson gets rocked while trying to throw that ball. Now in 3rd and 19, looking to throw. Stepping up, throwing left side is caught by Kirk Merritt, who's going to be just short of the first. Hit him in the flat, and if he would have broken a tackle, he would have been gone. Instead, he's brought up at the legs, and I believe that would be, 4th and 2. So 4th and 2, ball inside the 10. Now Houston has a decision to make here. It seems like Henderson is staying on the field with the offense. So ball on the 8-yard line. Could just be trying to get Memphis to jump. And if that was a plan, it did not work there, as they need to call a timeout due to the play clock running out. So now they truly need to make the decision of what they want to do. I would imagine they just send out the field goal unit. Either way, with 4:40 left in the first, that timeout just sended us to a commercial break. I mean, if the plan was to try to get them to jump before calling a timeout, that plan did not work one bit. Because you still need to be able to break the huddle and everything. I think in a game like this, with these two teams, taking the points is the smarter decision, as is typically the case with most situations. But, I mean, if it was Memphis's typical offense on the field, then I would say going for it is fine, because their offense can't do much. From the way their offense looked on that first drive, I definitely think taking the points is better, even though you're going to be pinning them back inside the 10 if you fail. It is also hard to judge, because the first drive of the games for every team, first drives of the half really, or the scripted drives, like the first 10-15 plays for every team. Like, they know exactly kind of how the order of the plays are going to go. Therefore, it makes it easier. So, like, with that as well, like, it's hard to really gauge the first drives, and how that's gonna and how that impacts the game if it's still tied afterwards. All right, just coming out of commercial. Houston is facing a 4th and 2 at the 8-yard line. And the offense is staying on the field. They just broke the huddle with 16 seconds to go on the play clock. Henderson and shotgun back to his left. They need the 6-yard line. And they're going to hand this one off to Mark Thompson, who, if anything, loses a yard. And Memphis's defense makes a big-time stand on 4th down. So I do not like the decision to go for it. I also don't like the play call. And like that, Memphis has the momentum in this one. Was the plan for it to be a cutback? No, because there was none of the linemen were blocking that left side. So I don't know what I think that was just a standard inside zone to the right, and Memphis read that the entire way. Anyway, Josh Love in shotgun, back to his left, going to hand this one off up the middle, and that's going to lose about 3. Darius Victor brought down near the 6-yard line. So back-to-back running plays, and both teams going backwards. No shot, they only said a loss of 1 on the play. He was nowhere near the line of scrimmage. There's most of a loss of 2. Love and shotgun back to his right, looking to throw. Pass left side, going to be caught at about the 11 maybe 12, but met instantly. Jonathan Adams on the reception. And that sets up a 3rd and manageable. So yeah, 3rd and 7 for Memphis now. Have a little bit of breathing room now that they're past the 10-yard line, but still looking to get something going on this drive. Love in shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, ball on the 12, looking to throw. And throwing short over the middle to Jonathan Adams is incomplete, too high. And Houston forces a 3-and-out. And Memphis is going to have to punt this one away, pinned deep in their own territory. That makes the Houston logo look a little better. So 3 minutes to go in the first. The punt comes off clean, going to be returned beginning from about the 39, and gets pushed out of bounds at about the 48-49 is Justin Hall. So a good return there. Gives Houston great field positioning on top of the punt being pinned deep. And we head to another commercial break because the Fox broadcast loves commercials. Yeah, this game has been kind of how I expected it a little bit. Just mainly because these two teams are rough. They're not really the most efficient teams on offense. But yeah, still at commercial break. Again, Fox loves their commercials. We're gonna see how many Fox games I end up calling during the NFL season. Hopefully it won't. if there is like a truly good game on Fox, I will call it. But for the most part, don't expect a lot of them. It's going to be coming out of commercial break here relatively shortly, so you're showing some highlights throughout the early parts of the season as they prepare for the playoffs. I'm so excited to see how many people are in St. Louis for both of those for at least the first playoff game. Yes, they're showing the video of Daryl Johnston, the head of football operations with the UFL. Someone tells me that this decision to make this game for the first overall pick in each round was legit a last minute decision to try to gain eyes on this game. I respect it, don't get me wrong, but kind of like, well, you now have a trend to where if this game happens in the future, it needs to be for the same thing. As Reed Sinnett is in the game, and yep, Houston's going 2 quarterback system. Oh boy, this is going to be a long one, isn't it? 2:36 left in the first. Sinnett in shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers spread out to each side. Going to play action pass over the middle. Wide open. It is caught by Emmanuel Butler, but he couldn't stay on his feet upon catching it and just falls down. Would have had plenty of more yards in him on that play if he would have just stayed up. To be fair, the pass was a little bit behind him, which definitely caused it. As there is a Memphis player being checked up on the field right now, with 2:22 to go. I swear if we go to another commercial break. And yep, we go right back to commercial. Gods, I love Fox. Yeah, we are about 30 minutes away from Game 6 in Edmonton, Dallas. I will also be doing some reactions to that one as I will have it on in the background. Because, again, that game, as a Florida Panthers fan, that game is important for me. And we're still at commercial break. Because again, Fox they love their long commercial breaks. Isn't the championship game on Fox? That's gonna be fun. No, we don't have a. I don't think we have a channel yet for it. I know we do. It's on Fox. God, okay. That's just fantastic now, isn't it? As yep, we are still at commercial, so I'm gonna quickly use this time to say we are slowly approaching 100 subscribers. I'm hoping to get it at the end of today. So if you are new, make sure you subscribe. There's a lot of stuff planned. Even after the UFL season. Yeah, would appreciate it if you stick around, as we are just getting out of this commercial break. Okay, how many college games am I going to be watching on Fox this season? That I don't even know. I'm pretty sure pregame coverage of the Edmonton Dallas games, but I'll be starting soon, so I just want to make sure I have that on in the background. Sinnett in shotgun on 1st and 10. Ball on the 35. Alone in shotgun. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left, and a bunch set. Dropping back, looking to pass. Rolling out left now. Kind of escaped the pocket early, trying to get the outside. Going to lose probably, I think, about a yard on the play. And yeah, pregame coverage for Edmonton Dallas has started. That's great. A minute 40 left in the quarter. Yes, it is 2nd and 11 now for Houston. Sinet in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the right. Going to hand this one off up the middle to Mark Thompson. He's going to lose about a yard himself on the play. So now 3rd and 12 for Houston. Looking to just get about, you really want to get about at least half on this play, so that way you can even potentially go for it, but also just makes it an easier field goal try. As we are under a minute to go in the first. Sinet in shotgun, a back to each side. Ball on the 37, they need the 25. Looking to throw. Has time. Throwing left, right side, and underthrows completely and is picked off. Returned past the 40, 45, brought out of bounds at about the 48, I would imagine. And that was a terrible pass by Sinet. I mean, I know he tried to throw it probably back shoulder, I would imagine, or maybe there was a sail route that was supposed to be there. Either way, the 2 possible receivers he missed completely. And there was really only thrown to 3 Showboats. So the outside receiver ran a go. The slot receiver was supposed to run a sail/corner route. And it seemed like they were not on the same page. That was terribly underthrown. And an easy interception. 37 seconds left in the quarter. Love and shotgun, and there's going to be a stoppage. What's the stoppage? Yeah, that was picked off by, make sure I show some respect. Picked off by Quentin Meeks, who's also the corner who had the hit on Nolan Henderson earlier in the drive. Oh, the ruling this, checking to see if he fumbled? I mean, even if he did, no one gets possession of it. Unless they're saying Emmanuel Butler somehow has possession of that ball with only 1 foot. I mean, no. He doesn't have possession long enough. It doesn't get... I mean, don't necessarily need 2 feet. I do not think this is going to be then ruled as a fumble. I don't think he maintained... I don't think he has possession by the time... I don't think he has possession before his foot goes out of bounds. Yeah, that's going to stay Memphis ball, I would imagine. It was a great effort play by Emmanuel Butler. But yeah, just not enough. The field wasn't wide enough. Oh, god damn it. Love looking to throw, rolling out right, passing the flat, going to be caught and brought down at the 50 by... I know there's the green screen, give me a second. By Sage Surratt. And why is this fucking happening? Alright, that play should bring us to the end of the first quarter, I would imagine. Alright, there we go. But yeah, that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Memphis has a 3-0 lead. And I'm going to quickly go to the bathroom while Fox takes a 5-minute commercial break. Alright, still that commercial, because Fox loves their long-ass commercials. I imagine we'll be getting a commercial relatively soon, but with Fox, who knows? Oh shit, Brandon McManus just got released? So Washington no longer has a kicker. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much offense we'll be seeing today. Love in shotgun back to his right, motioning David Davis from the right to the left. Now motioning him back, going to try a touch pass with him, but that gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of what could be about 7. That was a brilliant defensive play by Houston to begin the second quarter. Try getting fancy with it with a touch pass to David Davis, and Houston read that like a book. There was absolutely zero blocking on that play. And yeah, it does sound like Bates has an opening. But I don't know. Would he really want to go to Washington? I mean, I guess you would take any NFL job he can. Love on 3rd and 11, looking to throw. Has time, throwing over the middle. And it is incomplete. Should have been intercepted. And a weird sequence there if you are Memphis. Where you get momentum on the interception and can't do shit. Oh yeah, David Davis would definitely make a practice. Would definitely get a training camp invite. Hell, he would have been on Miami's practice squad if it wasn't for his injury in week 3 of the preseason. Like, he's a solid player. It's just he's coming off of that injury, and now he needs to prove himself in the UFL instead of because he didn't really get a shot in the preseason. The kick going to be returned from the 10 and making people miss. Gets past the 20, past the 25, brought down at the 27. So Justin Hall does a great a punt return there. And I swear, Fox, if we go to commercial. It seems like we're going to with 13 and a half left in the second quarter. Man, do I hate Fox's broadcast. Oh yeah, David Davis is really shifty. He's a great tool. And I would love to see him get a training camp invite because again, like he did really well for Miami in the preseason last year. The injury that happened to him fucking sucks. Cause it was a severe injury. Like it completely stopped the game and canceled it. It happened in the second half of that game. I only stayed. I was at that preseason game. I was only there for the first half because I did not want to stay until about midnight in Jacksonville when I still had a pretty long drive to get back. But yeah, I mean, like he can be a very solid gadget player for some team. Now, will he end up being that? We'll see. I just think he needs a chance. And like a team like Carolina, I guess he's taking a chance on him. Maybe I don't know. It's hard to really say because like the receiver position is kind of weird. Carolina, I know needs receiver help. The Chargers need receiver help. So like those two teams, I wouldn't be shocked if we see word on them picking up some UFL receivers just to give a tryout for. The Bears as well, yeah, they could use a receiver 3. Although not in the same degree as the Panthers and Chargers. Yeah, Pittsburgh too. There's definitely some options for these UFL guys. As we're just coming out of commercial break, because again, Fox loves their long commercials. Nolan Henderson back in the game for Houston. And they got Anthony Beck on the broadcast. Wait, what? I guess this damn, this game really they really not expecting much out of this game if they're getting Anthony Beck on for an interview. Was not expecting that, but okay. Henderson in shotgun, a back to each side of him. Ball on the 26, and then one of the backs in motion. Going to look to throw over the middle. It is caught wide open once again on that slant route. And up to about the 40-yard line is Justin Hall once again. That play design is working really well for Houston. They have the backs to each side. They send the left back out like on a swing route almost to the right. Kind of set up a potential screenplay. And then they have the slot receiver do a quick slant. And that window's been open. Oh, for sure. I would love it if they completely pack out the dome in St. Louis the next 2 weeks. If not next week, I completely see it happening during the championship if they make it. Henderson going to hand this one off, trying to work that right side, and Justin Hall in the backfield is going to get a few yards. But there is a flag on the play. Did the flag get picked up? I would not be. Honestly, they should have a holiday. The first playoff game being played in the first playoff football game being played in St. Louis in 19 years. It should be a holiday, or if anything, make it the Saturday game. All right, it was holding on Houston, so 1st and 20. Henderson in shotgun, a back to each side. Going to look to throw. Stepping up, trying to escape some pressure, and just flicks it forward. And nearly intercepted. Man, the offense is not showing up today. It's confirmed to be Sunday. Damn. Okay. That's fine. 7 p.m. of next week. Next week. That could be really fun, honestly. I feel, yeah. I know. It's gonna. Well, I mean, it's basically the summer by now. I would be shocked if there's still probably still work going on that Monday, but definitely not school. Memphis is calling their first time out. It seems. I don't get why Memphis is calling it, but they are. Yeah, the championship preview. San Antonio is averaging 19 points a game, while St. Louis is averaging 26. San Antonio is averaging 15 points allowed. St. Louis is averaging 20. So both of the games should be really good next week, or next week in the playoffs. I don't get why Memphis would call the timeout there. The play clock was about to expire. Henderson's having a hard time hearing the plays. So are they going to interview like Skip Holtz as well during this broadcast? That would be fun. Henderson in shotgun. Back to his right. 2nd and 20. Going to play action. Look to throw over the middle and way too high for the intended target. Gonna fall incomplete. Pass intended for Kiki Chisholm. And that sets up a 3rd and 20. This is where Houston not taking the points on their first drive is going to come back to bite them because their offense can't do shit since. I fully expect that dome to be completely full, at least for the championship game if St. Louis makes it. Henderson looking to throwing right side, going to be batted away, incomplete, but there was a flag as soon as that ball was snapped. I mean, at the worst, that's like offsides on Memphis. It wouldn't matter though. I mean, it would be 3rd and 15, which is definitely a lot more manageable than 3rd and 20. But with Houston's offense, man, they cannot afford to get behind the sticks like this. So yeah, it seems like it was offside on Memphis, so it's 3rd and 15. Henderson is shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Gonna look to throw. Pass left side, and I don't even know who that was for. Ball landed in between 2 receivers who were like 10 yards apart from each other. So just a really inaccurate throw. And that's 4th and 15. Houston's going to be punting this one away to Memphis. And yeah, the offense in this one is non-existent. Punt comes off clean, going to be returned beginning from about the 20. And brought down at about the 30 is Vinny Papale. So we'll see the offense. We'll see what Memphis offense can do this time. And the refs are discussing something. Might have been a flag. Yep, there's a flag on the play. If this gives Houston a first down. All right, so it seems like it would be on Houston, and they're signaling for a decline. Yeah, it's a penalty on Houston, and I think they're gonna decline that penalty. So first down, Memphis. Yeah, and the majority of people would rather watch a 50-54 explosive play fest. And the thing is, defense can have explosive plays as well. It can be, it very well can be a defensive focused game with explosive plays from the defense. This is just neither. It's just the defense taking advantage of shit offenses, but not in the explosive play way. Kind of just in the, well, we forced a 3-and-out way. Hopefully, the second half will turn it around. But this goes to show you can never judge a game based off of the first drive. Because both offenses moved the ball with ease on the first drive of the game for both of them. But then the scripted plays ended, and they have not been able to do shit. Yeah, it is. It is sad to watch, and that's kind of how Memphis and Houston have been the majority of the season anyway. They've been sad teams to watch. But hey, the bright spot is this is the last time we have to watch these two teams this season. But yeah, I mean, it is a rough showing today. As we were at commercial break. Yeah, we did the majority of UFL games this season. I had nothing else planned for tonight, so we're in it for the long haul. We've done a quarter. There's 10-13 left in the second quarter. I feel like there've been 2 drives this quarter already. But yeah, Saturday at 3 p.m. is Birmingham, Michigan. And then Sunday at 7 p.m. is St. Louis, San Antonio. Wait, isn't that gonna coincide with the NBA Finals? Tosa might be involved in that stream. It is. Cool. Love in shotgun back to his right, going to hand this one off up the middle, and it's going to be stonewalled at the line of scrimmage, no gain. Yeah, the NBA Finals are at 8 p.m. on Sunday. Yeah, so I need to talk to Toast about doing that. Because since I'm going to be live during it anyway, I might as well just do a stream for the finals as well. It's been a minute since I've actually talked to Toast. Yeah, we've both been kind of busy recently. Love passed over the middle. It is caught for the first down and a gain of about 12. This one is Sage Surratt. And yeah, we are very, very close to puck drop in the Western Conference Finals Game 6. So if anything, if this game ends up being too much of a slog, I can just practice my hockey reaction skills. 9 minutes to go in the half. Love in shotgun back to his right, going to look to throw, pass right side in a flat, to Titus Sween is caught, spinning past 2 defenders, and gets brought down at the plus 45 for a gain of 8. So that was a pretty nice play there for Memphis. This game could very well end 6-0. You know, it is so funny the difference between a defensive football game and a defensive hockey game. Because a defensive hockey game is still entertaining as fuck. This kind of defensive football game, we in it for the long haul. Love going to hand this one off up the middle to Darius Victor, and he's going to lose a yard, maybe even 2. So the ground game ain't working for either team. The pass game is barely working for Memphis and not at all for Houston. Again, we in for the long haul. Just under 8 minutes to go in the half. Memphis is 0 for 3 on third down today. They're facing a 3rd and 2. Love and shotgun back to his left. Going to look to throw, rolling out right, trying to find someone. Throwing to Daywood Davis, and it is through his hands, incomplete. God, it's okay. He was open as well. He just threw his hands. Man, that's rough. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm trying to. And out comes the punting unit. It seems. I don't think that's the kicker. Yeah, Memphis gonna set to punt this one away. Punt comes off clean, trying to pin them deep. Going to be returned from about the 12, and Justin Hall, making people miss, gets to about the 18, maybe the 19. And that brings us to commercial break. Gonna use this time to say we are slowly approaching the 100 subscriber mark. I think we are 3 away. It'd be greatly appreciated if you are new. We're 2 away, 2 subscribers away from 100. We're gonna hopefully we'll get it tonight. So please, if you're new, make sure you to subscribe. There's a few videos that I recommend checking out. If you want to see kind of more so these style of videos that I'd like to make. There's the top 5 potential expansion cities for the UFL, and there is the Carmelo Anthony trade video deep dive, and then there is the Mahomes draft day trade deep dive. Those are the 3 videos I'm most proud of. And that doesn't include the videos that are coming up as soon as the UFL season ends. So those I'm really excited for. This is essentially a preseason game, yeah. This is the final regular season game in the UFL. I know the score says 3-0, and this has been kind of just a game to watch, to say the very least. But yeah, like this is indeed a regular season game. And I do have Game 6 of Edmonton Dallas on my TV, so I'll keep a score update for that one as well, as I'm definitely keeping an eye on it, hoping Edmonton pulls out the win. Not because I'm an Edmonton fan, but because I'd rather play Stuart Skinner than Ottinger in the finals. Yeah, Michigan is in the playoffs. So it's Birmingham, Michigan, in the U.S. for the USFL Conference Championship, and then it is St. Louis, San Antonio for the XFL Conference Championship. So it's 2 really good playoff matches. Hey, honestly, I will take a Game 7 in this series just because it will mean that they're more beaten up for the Panthers. I just want Edmonton to win this series because Jared Ottinger is a hell of a goalie, and I'm tired of facing top-end goalies. Henderson going to hand this one off the middle, and there's a lane there for Mark Thompson, and he might have fumbled. Even if he did, it's going to be recovered by Houston. So it would be a gain of about 4 either way. Oh yeah, he fumbled. Mark Thompson definitely fumbled that. But again, Houston fell back on one of the linemen. It was a gain of 6 actually. Henderson looking to throw. Pump faking now, throwing right side wide open is Emmanuel Butler for the first down. And more. To about the 33-ish. Yeah, because so the Florida Panthers, we went through Vasilevsky, who is a former Vezina winner, Swayman, who was standing on his head the entire playoffs, and then we just got past Shesterkin, who was standing on his head. So I want kind of a simpler goalie matchup. As this plays a handoff to Mark Thompson up the middle, who is going to get back to the line of scrimmage before being stood up. And Joel Klatt's pick for the awards, yeah, Martinez, MVP, Hakeem Butler, Offensive Player of the Year, Breland Speaks of Michigan for Defensive Player of the Year, and Skip Holtz for Coach of the Year. I say those are very solid and safe picks. Henderson, a shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers spread out to each side. Looking to throw. Throwing over the middle. It is caught by Kirk Merritt. Past the 50. Playing his space past the 40. Cutting back inside past the 30. Breaking tackles past the 25. Still going and it finally brought down at about the 23. A simple Texas route from Kirk Merritt. And it is finally an explosive play from this game. It is the same route that he ran against DC that he ended up getting injured on. This time first off he hangs onto the ball as he fumbled on that play. And it provides a spark for Houston's offense. Now they are well into field goal range and are knocking on the door of the red zone. Henderson is shotgun, back to his left, going to hand this one off up the middle. It's Kirk Merritt spinning, making people miss, past the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Kirk Merritt is another player I really hope gets some kind of training camp invite, because man is he electric when he's truly going. And with just under 4 minutes to go in the half, Houston's in the red zone with a chance to tie this game. Oh yeah, Hakeem Butler is fantastic, and he's someone that I feel like should be making an NFL roster, but there's a chance that he just doesn't want to play in the NFL, which I totally get. So 2nd and 1, and there was a stoppage for some reason. I'm not sure what, but there's a stoppage of play with 4 minutes to go in the half. Not seeing anyone calling timeout. But yeah, Kirk Merritt. He was a former New Orleans Saint. He was on the Dolphins practice squad around the same time Reed Sinnett was. He's in big part of the preseason game against Cincinnati that made both Sinnett and him legends in Miami. Henderson in shotgun, back to his left, looking to throw in 2nd and 1. Throwing right side end zone. An incomplete. Justin Hall couldn't hang on. From the looks of it, from the angle I saw, it looked to be a beautiful pass to Justin Hall. And once again, it's that slant wheel route combo. And yeah, that was in a bucket. Justin Hall needs to hang on to it. Oh, he needs to catch that pass. That was on his chest. Beautifully placed throw from Nolan Henderson. Justin Hall needs to hang on to that. Instead, it is 3rd and 1 with about 3 minutes to go. Henderson play action, rolling out to his right, throwing right side, going to be caught inside the 10 and about the 6. That was Cyril Grayson on the reception. Houston picks up the first down and are now facing a 1st and goal. Just under 3 minutes to go in the half. Yeah, and some players just prefer this level, kind of semi pro level, and it's fine. Like he's a legend in St. Louis now because of it. Henderson going to hand this one off, trying to work that right side with Kirk Merritt, and he's going to be brought down at around the 10, maybe even the 11. A big loss of yards on 1st and goal. And with the amount of time left, I believe that will bring us to the 2 minute warning. And yeah, Henderson should have kept it. They tried to do an RPO bubble screen. The pass wasn't open. The handoff wasn't open. Henderson should have just kept it himself. And yeah, that's the 2 minute warning in this one. So Houston is back in prime field position, trying to make something happen. Facing a 2nd and goal from, again, about the 10, maybe the 11. And we head to commercial break. Still scoreless from Edmonton, as Dallas is starting to pepper Skinner with some shots. The other reason I would rather play Edmonton over Dallas is because we have more points than Edmonton, so we will get home ice. I would much rather have 4 games being played in Florida than 3. Yeah, probably. I honestly, Ricky Person should be up there as well. I know he didn't. I know he didn't play this week, and he kind of took a week or two to begin the season to get things going. But when he is a fantastic running back for Birmingham, and I feel like if he would have played full season, he would be in the running for Offensive Player of the Year. It just goes to show, like, Birmingham has a lot of weapons on that team that honestly all could make a good argument for Offensive Player of the Year. Edmonton just got on a power play. 5-6, that's fair. Coming out of the 2 minute warning, Houston is facing a 2nd and goal from the 10. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. The thing is, Memphis doesn't have their challenge. Which, looking back on how this game has progressed, that was a very good challenge. Henderson and shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers spread out to each side. Dropping back, looking to throw. Now going to keep it himself on a delayed QB keeper. And he's going to fall forward for a gain of about 5. 3rd and goal now. And Edmonton just scored on the power play. That was a nice move. Was that McDavid? It probably was McDavid, I would imagine. First shot on goal on a game for Edmonton is, McDavid with the goal. 1.5 minutes in this first half. Yeah, you spelled them good enough. That's all that matters. Henderson gonna do a naked bootleg to the right, looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Falling backwards, throwing back at the end zone, and just throws it away incomplete. So Memphis, bend don't break style of defense is going well, but there is a flag on the play. 1:11 left in this half. No, they waved off the flag. Okay, so it will be 4th and goal from the 5. I mean, Houston, just take the points. You get ball to begin the half. And it seems like that they were looking for some kind of rough in the passer, but it's non-existent. All right, the field goal unit is out for Houston, looking to tie this game with a minute 10 remaining in the half. Yeah, let's go Oilers. The thing with the Oilers is their first line is fantastic. Once they get to and then their second line is pretty good as well. Once they get to the third and fourth line, they lose depth, which Florida has in spades. 25-yard try from the left hash to tie this game. Snap, good hold, good kick up, and sneaks through the left upright. We have a 3-3 game in Memphis. Man, that was beautiful from McDavid. I cannot lie. Oh man, that's nasty. And the refs and Memphis' coach are discussing something that he wasn't happy about. As we await Houston to kick this one away. And I swear Fox goes to commercial after the kickoff. Scoop and score or pick six are really the only times I could realistically see a touchdown now. Houston has had 2 drives that have ended inside the 10. They just can't capitalize. Like they are the worst team in red zone touchdown percentage, so it makes sense. But I mean, come on, you need in a game of this magnitude, you need to finish a drive in the end zone, and then that could be the difference. Just one drive. Kick is away. Return going to begin from the 30-yard line. Terrible kickoff there, and that's Jonathan Adams on the return trying to reverse field. Only going to gain about 4 on it because he ran about 50 yards horizontally. There is a flag on the play. As again, we have about a minute until halftime. Chase Gabers did injure his wrist this week. Okay, that's something to keep an eye on. Man, it's funny. St. Louis's one conference loss came to Arlington. That's hilarious. Yeah, 1 minute to go. What's the penalty? I didn't even realize that. And the thing with the Fox is weird today. It's like they're not showing what the penalties are. I assume it was on Houston. His ball is on midfield. Love and shotgun back to his left, looking to throw. Throwing deep over the middle. It is caught by Sage Surratt to the 35-yard line. That is into field goal range for Memphis. Yeah, at the beginning of the game, Houston was 50% in red zone touchdown percentage. And yeah, I was able to watch like a half of the St. Louis game. Yeah, they were trying to take McCarron out. Love thrown over the middle short to Dawood Davis is caught for a gain of about 2, maybe 3 to about the 31-yard line. And there's 38 seconds to go in the half. Again, Memphis now in field goal range. And they call their second timeout. Yeah, Dallas is still trying to get set up in the O zone. They haven't done much this game. Yeah, fair, and all that. I wonder if that's going. I don't think. Did he play the second half? I assume he did. No, Normandy did come in for the second half, huh? Okay. I mean, Normandy played well. Yeah, I was talking about Gabers. Or Garbers? When has there been an R in the name? Okay. Chase Garbers, I guess. Love in shotgun, back to his left, three receivers to the right, looking to throw in 2nd and 6. He can't take a sack, and he smartly throws it away. Yeah, okay. So I assume then Dormandy would start next week then, which would be interesting to say the least. When did St. Louis end? Okay, it was week 3, so I assume Garbers was the quarterback for that one. Yeah. I don't know. It should be interesting. 3rd and 6. Love and shotgun back to his right. Two receivers spread out to each side. Dropping back to throw. Has some time in the pocket. Dump off over the middle to Darius Victor. It is caught. But only a gain of about 3. Not enough for the first down. And they're going to let the clock run here before calling timeout and kicking the field goal. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, like, when Dormandy had to play earlier in the season, like, he played decently well. He eventually found a groove there. And yeah, Memphis calling the timeout with 2 seconds to go in the half. So like it should be a competitive game nonetheless. I mean, the first meeting between these teams was a 7-point game. This one was a 1-point game. Like again, every single game so far this week has been a 1-point game. Oh, Dallas now won the power play. Okay. So yeah, 2 seconds left in the half. Memphis looking to take the lead entering halftime. Houston gets ball to begin the second half. This is going to be a 46-yard try from the left hash to give Memphis the lead entering halftime. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and it is good. So it's a 6-3 game after a half of play. Yeah, exactly, and that's why in the predictions I mentioned the health of both quarterbacks being something that was interesting to see for the game, and it's definitely going to play an impact again next week. Well, now they may be forced to go to the hot hand, which honestly, without St. Louis played yesterday, you better hope McCarron is feeling 100%. Yeah, they don't really have a choice in that matter. But it is halftime. That's understandable. The idea of McCarron in the championship game is fantastic on its own, even if he was on St. Louis. It looks like Edmonton's about to kill off this penalty. Dallas just can't get much set up. Yeah, the penalty's killed off successfully. Yeah, we're at halftime. Gonna quickly use this time to say we are slowly approaching the 100 subscriber mark. We are close. We're sitting at 99. We are one away. So if you are new, please make sure to subscribe. Be the 100th subscriber. It would be greatly appreciated. The yeah, he does seem like that kind of guy. I know because so there was talks that this might be the last season for Perez and Teamu. Do we know when McCarron is going to wrap things up? Because he's been playing for a while, so I would imagine he's going to be calling it quits soon as well. But like, at the same time, like he still looks in his prime, so. Because like, there could be some massive change in the XFL conference in the offseason because of the quarterbacks. Yeah, I want to say this 10th as well. It's definitely something of the sort. Let's see. So, this would be his 10th, 11th season in professional football. 14 was the draft year. So like, I would imagine he doesn't have. I would imagine he doesn't have that much left in the tank. But at the same time, like during this time in the NFL, him being primarily a backup, he was able to kind of save that energy and that arm in him. So it's really hard to gauge. As we're still at halftime. Because like what, like Perez is potentially wrapping it up. Same with Tiamu. I want to say 7 years. 3 is understandable if he goes that much longer. But yeah, so as long as they keep that core in St. Louis, they're going to be a threat for years to come. So again, just him staying there is going to be massive. Oh yeah, this has been a field goal game, and honestly, I'm not that surprised. Both of these teams offensively are rough. I don't think they can trade him though. Like McCarron, St. Louis has fully embraced AJ McCarron. This baseball game. You know, I would make a joke about that, but Memphis doesn't have, or Tennessee doesn't have an MLB team, and I cannot think of their minor league team right now. 'Cause what is this? What, like, not Nashville Aces? It's something. I know they have one, but I just can't think of it. Yeah, I just don't see McCarron being traded. He's, yeah, I know the Astros are in Houston. We're talking about Memphis. Like who? What is the close? Like who would be the closest team to Memphis? The Cardinals. Yeah, I guess it would be St. Louis. Or no, the Braves. Yeah, it's one of the two. Either way, the joke isn't there. So it needs to be like same city or same state for the joke to work. So like let's see some baseball scores. See if I can give an example. Damn, no baseball game today really had that higher score of a game. Cool, that's fantastic. I guess this works. Yeah, so like yesterday when the Mariners and Angels played and the score ended in 9-0. That's when we can kind of say the Seahawks beat the Chargers 9-0 because it's like that's a possibility for a football score. I know there was one really egregious case of that at some point this season. Yeah, we're still at halftime. We should be exiting halftime relatively soon, I would imagine. But meanwhile, with 6:40 left in the first period, Edmonton has the ozone presence. They're up 1-0, even though they're being outshot pretty handedly. They're showcasing the first half highlights right now on the broadcast, of which there's like four, well, five maybe. Yeah, there you go. The Rams beat the Jets 10-3. Which honestly, that's a realistic score for that kind of game. Edmonton going back on the power play. Okay. And as we exit halftime, yeah, Birmingham are still the favorites to win the championships, with St. Louis and San Antonio rounding out the top three. Michigan at the end with plus 700. Geez, I thought we were about to exit halftime there. Are we not? No, back to commercial. Okay, just half then. So yeah, still at commercial, still at halftime. This game has been certainly one of the games. That is a possibility for sure. The Blue Ridges. That would need to be a West Virginia team. I know I shouldn't, but with Team Builder, the new college football game, West Virginia State University Blue Ridges. Yeah, I know it's where they end and whatnot, but that defeats the point, because you gotta go with the song as well. As we're still at halftime, Fox loves the extensions of this. Alright, now we're coming out of halftime. Yeah, it could. Yeah, Houston gonna get the second half kickoff. I mean, that would be because then you would need. Oh, Edmonton just scored on the power play again. Okay. Second half kickoff underway. Houston gonna begin to return from about the 15, and up to about the 41-ish. Will begin Houston's drive. Henderson in shotgun, back to each side. First play of the half is going to be a handoff to Mark. No, keep it himself on a read option. Makes one man miss. Past the 50 and out of bounds at the 40. Massive gain on first down for Nolan Henderson. And that's a big chunk of yards there to begin the drive. Yeah. Yeah, simple read option and got good blocking from the fullback to set the edge and juked one defender out of his shoes. Henderson going to hand this one off on first and 10 to Mark Thompson. That's going to go nowhere. Maybe even losing two. Honestly, I think the last thing the MLB needs is more teams to be able to regionally black out games from. Now you're good. Again, Fox. The way the Fox handles their commercials, the halftime was just too long. As there's a Memphis player down being looked at from the medical staff with 14 minutes to go in the third. Yeah, assuming this game is close by the end as well, again, it's fine. I'm also still trying to get updates on this Brandon McManus situation. Yeah, he's in a pickle, and we're back to commercial because I love Fox, man. God, fuck. Dallas on the power play now. Yeah, but, baseball is just a weird sport. It's tough to get into unless you're kind of raised on it. And again, like the last thing they need is more difficulties with broadcasting games. Yeah, that was definitely the reason behind him being released. They're trying to figure out. Both women are seeking over 1 million. He's a kicker. Does he even have that much? Now, to be fair, Brandon McManus is a solid kicker, but I mean, like, you just can't. I mean, you just can't be doing that kind of shit. Dallas trying to set up in the ozone on the power play. They need something here shortly. If he would have been closer up, he could have had a good rebound chance. Still at commercial. Yeah, I don't know. It's a joke on kickers not really getting a lot of money most times. Although with how contracts have been recently, kickers are getting paid as well. Trust me, I know that Jason Sanders contract all too well. All right, right before we get out of commercial, last rush chance for Dallas, and they're just not doing anything, man. They're playing sloppy. All right, back from commercial, and yep, I put there's Skip Holtz. Skip Holtz now being interviewed on the broadcast because again, this game has been this is a game, and I forgot to give the teams back their timeouts. There we go. 2nd and 11 for Houston now. 14 minutes to go in the quarter. Henderson in shotgun, a back to his left. Ball on about the 40. Going to keep it himself once again on a little bit of a read option. Space to run. Going to get the first down and more. Down to about the 22-yard line. And if they just keep using his legs, he'll be able to move the ball pretty effectively. But there is a flag. Yeah, McManus has the money. That's not the issue. The issue is he's a kicker doing this shit. Alright, what's the flag on this play? Henderson broke off a nice run there, so it would be some good momentum, but if the flag's on Houston, but it seems like it was on Memphis. Though again, the Fox broadcast isn't showing up like the pop up that says what the flag is, so I got no idea. And because they have Skip Holtz on, they're also not showing the refs whenever they give the flag. It seems like there was either no flag or it was declined. As ball is still on the 22-yard line. 13.5 left in the quarter. Henderson is shotgun back to his right. Going to hand this one off up the middle to Mark Thompson, and is going to be no gain. Maybe a yard on the play. And with the UFO clock rules, the fact that only 2 minutes have gone off the clock in this time is insane. Because typically, the clock ticks no matter what. But there's been a lot of stoppages so far in this half. Henderson in shotgun, back to his right. Ball still on the 22. Going to look to throw. Throwing deep right side, trying to throw back shoulders, going to be incomplete. Not open at all. Pass intended for Kiki Chisholm. This is a bad decision on the throw. Yeah, it's It's also just a weird situation because he was in Jacksonville when it happened. I'm not sure what year. Because if it was the Urban Meyer year, that just shows more about Urban Meyer. Henderson rolling out to his left on 3rd and 10, trying to find something, but just throws it into the stands. So with 12 minutes to go in the quarter, it will be 4th and 10, and most likely I'll trust the field goal unit to try to tie this game up. Yeah, I assume it was. How many years was he in? Well, no, because the kicker in Jacksonville during Urban Meyer's time was not Lambo. Oh, yeah, it was, right? Yeah, Houston out for the field goal. Going to be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Kick is up. And he doinked it off the left upright. No good. So it remains a 6-3 game. Yeah, no, yeah, it was this past season. He was the kicker in Jacksonville for only. Because if I remember the reports correctly, it was on one of the international flights. Yeah, kick no good. We head to commercial break with 11 and a half left in this quarter. And man, this is certainly one of the UFL games. Now he was in Jacksonville last year, Denver the rest of the time. It's about that. Whatever. But yeah, at commercial break, this this has been a game for sure, man. Yeah. Exactly. This game would be manageable if Fox didn't have 5,000 commercials. I know what kicker you're talking about there, but I just can't remember his name. It's who the fuck was it? Yeah, oh yeah, was it Maher? Oh yeah, because Brandon Aubrey was the new kicker. Yeah, I was thinking Maher, but for some reason I thought he was something else. For some reason I thought that he was the kicker last year. I do not know why. But yeah, Brett Maher. Oh damn, he went to Nebraska. That is fantastic. Love looking to throw over the middle. It is going to be caught and bouncing off tacklers for a gain of 8. Is Jonathan Adams. Damn, Nebraska has produced 2 first overall picks. Only one of them was really good. Yeah, that's fair. I do too a little bit. I more so remember what teams players played for and not what years they were there. Unless they had like a key moment during that season. Love gonna hand this one off to Darius Victor, working that right side, finds a lane and brought down at about the 49.5 yard line. Picks up the first down for Memphis. And let's just keep this clock running. Yeah. The exact years is always kind of a rough, not rough spot, but it's definitely a weird one. Cause like I can remember like the era they like teammates of theirs, and then from there I could possibly find a year. But Love gonna dump this one off to Titus Sween in the flat, and he's going to fight forward for about 7 yards on the play. Under 10 minutes now in the third. Love in shotgun, back to his right. Ball on the 44-ish yard line. Looking to throw. Quick pass over the middle is too high for Jonathan Adams. Incomplete. It would be 3rd and 3. Keep the clock rolling. Love and shotgun. A back to each side of him. Now shifting the back out wider to the left, looking to throw, has time. Stepping up, rolling out to his right, throwing, going to be incomplete. Off the hands of Daywood Davis, but there is a flag. It is defensive holding on Houston. It keeps the drive alive for Memphis as they look to extend this lead. I mean, that's kind of a ticky tack. Okay, there's the more egregious holding. Yeah, this is certainly one of the games of the UFL season. Love shotgun back to his right. Looking to throw, pass quick over the middle. It is caught and met instantly at about the 33-yard line. Is DeAndre Overton on the reception. Yeah, I mean it's a definitely it's less than it's a weird defensive focused game. Love and shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, going to hand this one off to Darius Victor up the middle, plenty of space to run, breaking tackles and finally gets down at about the 20. It's like it's been a defensive game, but it's not because the defense themselves is making plays. It's because the offense can't make plays. That went down the wrong pipe. Love alone in shotgun, looking to throw a pass over the middle, is tipped up and incomplete. Intended for Vinny Papale, and that sets up 2nd and 10. Yeah, like even the week 1 game between these two teams was very similar, of it being kind of just a defensive focused game, I guess you can say. Love and shotgun looking to throw, has some time, throwing deep right side, end zone. And he at least catches it. Did he get feet down in bounds? Daywood Davis with a great over-the-shoulder grab. There is now a flag on the play, and still no official ruling. I believe he got both feet in bounds, and if he did, that's a great over-the-shoulder grab. But what's the call? Back corner of the end zone. Gets at least one. No, he only got 1 foot in bounds. That's going to be incomplete. Great concentration and track and ball tracking skills there. But yeah, just couldn't get the 2nd foot in bounds. Because Memphis's style in that game worked better. But since then, Houston has improved since then, while Memphis has declined. Yeah, incomplete pass after review. But defensive pass interference on Houston. So Memphis is going to still gain at least 15 yards in that play. Yeah, the college rules. I mean, I guess that's DPI, but at the same time, it's hand fighting. So they're both grabbing on and pushing off. I mean, come on, refs. That is one where the flag should stay in the pocket. Either way, 1st and goal for Memphis. Love and shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers left. Gonna hand this one off to Darius Victor up the middle, who gains 3 yards to the 2-yard line. And yeah, those zebras. Because that's pass interference. But they're both doing pass interference. And for this game, I mean, I guess this game has importance because of the 1st overall pick. But really, for this game, Love and shotgun back to his right, ball on the 2-yard line. Going to hand this one off once again to Darius Victor, who fights forward, ground and pound style, gets in for the touchdown. Finally, a team finds the end zone. And they take a 9-point lead. A good counter route. A good counter halfback dive. Hey, a halfback counter. I'm out of it for this game. Yeah, it only took 40-ish minutes. And Houston's calling timeout because this game could not last any longer. If Houston doesn't do anything in the final 6 minutes of this quarter, I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of out of it right now. So, if anything, I might just switch full focus over to the Western Conference Finals game between Edmonton and Dallas. But I expected this game to be slower. I didn't expect it to be this slow. We'll see. There's a good chance I still end up calling all of it. But at the same time, it's I got food waiting for. I know it's fine with you, but if this game wasn't on Fox, it would be a lot more easier to go through because the commercials wouldn't be as bad. 2-point try from the 5-yard line. Loving shotgun back to his left, looking to throw. Pass in end zone, going to be caught by Sage Surratt, but there is a flag on the play. That's most likely going to be offensive pass interference on Sage Surratt, and yep, it is. Fox is just we've discussed this before through these play-by-plays. Fox is just a bad broadcast package. Yeah, that's a clear push off from Surratt. That's going to be offensive pass interference. Oh, there's going to be soon. As soon as this conversion attempt gets situated, it's going to go straight to commercial. It's like, I get it. Get your bag, get your money, but come on with these commercials sometimes. All right, so after the offensive pass interference, this 2 point conversion attempt is going to be a long one. I think it'll be back by the 20, if I'm not mistaken. They're taking a lot of time to finally show the field. Here we go. The ball on the 15 now for this 2 point try. Love alone in shotgun, looking to throw. Quick pass right side. Caught by Daywood Davis, trying to find something to work here. And he gains about 13-ish yards, so the conversion try is no good. And it will be a 9 point game with Houston getting the ball back. Yeah, this game has been something else for sure. Oh, cool! We're at that stage of the offseason where Bears fans are chanting "Green Bay sucks" only to lose to them instantly. Like, out of any team in the NFC North, Chicago is the last one who should be chanting "Green Bay sucks." All right, the second period is about to start over in Edmonton, Dallas, which is good. That should at least be somewhat entertaining. As we are still at commercial over here in Memphis. Dallas trying to find some zone entry here. Whiffs on the shot. Jeez. Still that commercial in Memphis, which is why I'm kind of shifting focus to Edmonton, Dallas. Edmonton just iced the puck. There you go. Here we go. Just getting out of commercial. I'm giving Houston this drive to provide some kind of spark to this offense. As Memphis is set to kick this one away. Going to be return beginning from about the 20. Trying to reverse field now from the left to the right. And gets to about the 39-yard line. So Houston will begin from there. Good block shot there by Edmonton. And now they have a breakaway chance. Henderson in shotgun. Back to each side. Going to look to throw. Pump fake. Trying to find a screen on the right. He does, but is going to lose about 4-ish yards. I believe that was Kirk Merritt on the reception, and it goes absolutely nowhere. So yeah, loss of 3 on the play, they're saying. Alright, at least I want to see the attendance numbers for this before anything. Henderson going to play action on 2nd and 13, looking to throw over the middle. It is caught at midfield, and that gives them a first down. That was Cyril Grayson on the reception. So a little bit of momentum going for Houston's offense. But the big thing is they need to capitalize in the red zone. Henderson going to keep it himself and then throw it left side to Justin Hall, and he gains about 6. Yes, Cyril Grayson was the receiver. I don't know what he was up to before the UFL. Let me see. Oh, he was in Tampa during the Brady years. That's cool. Henderson going to play action, pass over the middle. It is caught past the 30 down to the 25. That was caught by Brandon Bowman. He went to LSU. Yeah, he played in Tampa for 3 years. Didn't see a lot of action. But hey, he played alongside Tom Brady, which is something cool you can say. He has a ring because of it. Henderson in shotgun, back to his left. Going to hand this one off up the middle to Kirk Merritt. Has space to run. Down inside the 10 to the 7. Yeah, he went to LSU. But he didn't play football at LSU. He was a track star turned football player. Got it. That makes sense. Henderson quick pass left side to Kiki Chisholm on his receiver screen, gets to the 1-yard line. And Kiki Chisholm is grabbing his ankle. So with 2:37 to go in the quarter, that might bring us to an injury timeout commercial break. Yeah, he was All-American at track. Exactly. Who truly watches track and field? It's weird. It's weird how he went undrafted in 2017. So he bounced around through a few practice squads. So he was on scholarship for track and field at LSU. And with how the NCAA has their rules, he was prohibited from playing football. God, I hate how the NCAA runs things. I mean, it makes sense the reasoning for that rule, but at the same time, like, there's so many NFL players who are also track stars. I guess they were track stars because they got football scholarships, but Yeah. There's so many random national championships in the college world that it's fun sometimes to see them all. And it seems like Birmingham Southern is officially done. You can be on football scholarship and then go do track and field. You just can't be on track and field scholarship and go play football because reasons. All right, back from commercial, ball on the 1 yard line. Henderson is shotgun back to his left. Second and goal, going to hand this one off, and Kirk Merritt gets in for the Houston touchdown. It is now a 3-point game with 2:15 to go in the third. It's so that way college is it's so that way the football teams can't circumvent the scholarship limit. So you can't be on a minor scholarship and play a major sport because reasons. The 1 point try handed this one off up the middle with Kirk Merritt is going to be stopped after a gain of 1, so it remains a 3-point game. And although this one's getting close, again, I'm sorry, I'm too out of it right now, so I think I'm just gonna call it here. I wanted to do the full game, but yeah, I'm too out of it. I'll be back for power rankings on a Tuesday, hopefully this time. Predictions on Friday, and then right back to the play by plays for the playoffs. Where hopefully have a little bit more energy. Yeah, just after the first play by play, today was a weird day for me. Yeah, and last night as well, it was fun. So I'm tired because of last night as well. If this game wasn't on Fox, I probably would be able to stick around, but I just can't do the 5 million commercials. So I might be live tomorrow as well. We'll see, but for now, I'll see you all for power rankings. Subscribe, leave a like, you know the drill. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.